Today we're going to talk about section 5.2, which contains rules about exponents, particularly product and power rules. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to look at is if I have a to the m times a to the n. We'll notice that the bases are the same and we're multiplying. In that case, we add our exponents, a to the m plus n. Then we have a raised to the m power, and that whole thing raised to the n power. In that case, we multiply our exponents. Then we have a fraction, a over b, raised to the nth power, and that is equivalent to a to the nth power over b to the nth power. And then we have some things over here that don't really do anything. If you have a to the m times b to the n, the bases aren't the same. There's nothing you can do with that. If you have a to the m plus a to the n, the bases are the same, but I'm adding. There's nothing I can do with that either. That's like looking at x to the third plus x to the second. Those aren't like terms, so we don't do anything with them. But today we're focusing on these rules. Okay, so if I have 3 to the 6th, that means I have, in a sense, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 to the 7th. So times another 7 threes. That's the same as 3 to the 13th power, because there would be 13 factors of 3. If I have n to the 5th times n to the 6th times n to the 9th, that would be like 5 factors of n times 6 factors of n times 9 factors of n, which would essentially be 20 factors of n. If I have negative 2 to the 5th times negative 2 to the 8th, that would be 5 factors of negative 2 times 8 factors of negative 2, which would be 13 factors of negative 2. Okay, what if I have 10 times a to the 7th times negative 4 times a to the 3rd? If you hear what I just said, it sounds like, and it is, like 10 times negative 4 times a to the 7th times a to the 3rd. That's just small bits of the commutative property and the associative property, because everything was multiplied. So I'm going to multiply the numbers. That's negative 40. And then I have 7 factors of a and 3 factors of a, so that means I have 10 factors of a. Let's try that again, only without the rewriting. So I have negative 5 times w to the 8th times negative 9 times w. So in a sense, I have negative 5 times negative 9, which is 45. 8 factors of w, 1 more factor of w, that's w to the 9th. Okay, let's look at the other rule. This says 8 to the 3rd. I have 6 factors of that, so that's like 8 to the 3rd, 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 oops, 8 to the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors of 8 to the 3rd. Oh, that's bothering me. Oh well. Okay, which means I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 factors of 8. Which in a sense, if I had just done 3 times 6, I would have gotten 18 factors of 8. Okay, so in this case, I would have 4 factors of 11, 4 factors of x squared, so that would be x to the 8th, and 4 factors of y. In this case, I'm going to have 3 factors of 12 and 3 factors of 7. All right, in this case, I've got, in a sense, this is like over 1. So I have 4 factors of 8 and 3 more factors of 8. So that's 7 factors of 8. I have 4 factors of 5 times 1. So that's just 4 factors of 5. All right, so I can think about this one of two ways. The base is the same, right? Negative 13q. So the easier way to do this is to say it's negative 13q raised to the 4th. And then there are 4 factors of negative 13 and 4 factors of q. Okay, so now we're getting a little more involved. So I have exponents first before the multiplication, right? So I have 3 factors of 3. I have 3 factors of x to the 4th. I have 3 factors of y squared. And I have 3 factors of z. I have 5 factors of y. And I have 5 factors of z to the 4th. Now I can look and I have 3 factors of 3. I have just 12 factors of x. I have 6 and 5 more. So I have 11 factors of y. I have 3 and 20 more. So I have 23 factors of z. Okay, there's no exponent here, so I have negative 1. I'm going to call it just negative 1. A to the 4th, b to the 5th times negative 6 squared, a to the 3rd squared, b to the 3rd squared. I have negative 1 times negative 6 squared. In this case, I know that negative 6 squared is 36 times negative 1 would be negative 36. A to the 4th and 6 more factors, so that would be a to the 10th. B to the 5th and 6 more factors, that would be b to the 11th. Okay, that's it. Watch as many times as you want. Come to class. We'll be working with exponents.